gingerbread.
Can't find it on my pages.
Hello, hello. We're trying to find you. Lost out there in the Facebook land. Oh, it just came up. Ribbons and the wreath is locked.
It's Korean.
There I am. Let's make a bunny kit. Hello. We're getting better at this. We need some help. Help us, please. Electronic, technical help. There we are. Did you find me yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I should have you should have gotten a notification. There's the big me. There's the big me.
Okay, I've got you live here now.
Okay. All right, we're good. All right. There's the
No,
remote
it's not.
if we
This is
need
the
it.
old one.
Oh. Oh, look, no, I'm not. I thought I was stuck. Hello, hello. We got one person here. I'm just going to wait till a few people pop on before I actually get started. What you guys doing on Saturday? You just have to scroll way down there and then you have to push play. You just have to scroll way down there. Oops, turn it down. There. Okay, I think we're good. Now it says 0 people are here. All right, we're going to share on, hey Tonda, I see you. Bring them on camera. Oh, I could bring you on camera if I wanted to. Hey, hey, hey. I see that. See how it comes up right there on the screen, Tonda?
Uh-huh.
And then like the top, yeah. All right, all I see is my big nose.
Okay, I'm going to see where all I can share this with.
All right, share it to Pam Asbury. Share it to DIY Wreaths and More, and that'll be good. And you could share it on Tonda too if you want. Yeah, if you can share, that's really helpful. Hey Tina, if you can share this video, this live, it really helps my algorithm. And that way people can find me when I go live. Today we're going to do something really easy and really quick. And I actually have wreath kits for this. It is a little bunny that says Happy Easter. And this is made out of yarn on a heart frame turned upside down. So this is the kit. And you could embellish it more if you wanted to. You could like make a bigger bow maybe for his head. But this is what comes in the kit. So you get the Easter bunny head and Happy Easter. You get the frame. You get the yarn. And you get the cable ties that help you to secure that bunny face and sign to your frame. And then you get a couple of, you get 3 pipe cleaners. I said the right thing. I'm so excited. I get another pipe cleaner. I'm a little delayed there. Okay, now this is really easy if you have kids that might want this kit to make it. I think it would be really easy for a kid to make it. You do use some hot glue, so maybe with a little bit of help. But other than that, I think it's going to be a really fun craft. So we're going to start out by preparing the Easter sign. And we're going to put the mounts on it. One here, and one down here, and one at the bottom of the head, just so we can secure that to our frame. Now I'm going to use this all-purpose adhesive. It's a rapid fuse adhesive, and I'm going to use it. And then I'm also going to dab a little bit of hot glue on it so it will set pretty quickly. So we're going to do this first, that way it can be drying while we wrap the heart thing. Did you get that shared to my page?
The only thing it wants to share it to is a page that has groups.
Share, copy link.
That's all. I've tried to look for individuals, and it just groups is all I've got.
Well, you can copy the link and share it into your page if that won't work.
Okay.
Paste. All right, we'll see if that goes in on Pam Asbury. And then you can try it on that DIY. Okay, I think we're heading in the right direction. Yeah, there, I see me on my page now. Hello, hello, come on in. Got a little bit of a slow start there, having trouble sharing that video. Can see who's here. Oops. Okay, hi Faith, hi Sharon. Now I can see who's here. Okay, so what we're doing, I'm just going to recap a little bit because I didn't realize we weren't live in all the places. We're making this Happy Easter, a very simple Happy Easter wreath. And I've got kits for this if you're interested in a kit. And what comes in the kit is this bunny head and the sign, as well as the frame and the yarn. And then you'll get these little cable mounts that actually fix the bunny sign to the frame. All right, so that's what we're going to do first. We're going to get the sign glued on to the frame. And I'm using this rapid fuse self-adhesive glue. And then I'm also going to dab a little bit of hot glue on it as well, just so it will, just for double protection. So a little bit of hot glue. How are you guys doing on Saturday night? Any big things happening? So I'm just putting it right in the middle of the bottom of his head, the top of his head, and on the carrot. So hopefully I can grab with the pipe cleaner onto the frame. And it's just a heart frame that I'm using. These have, so we've got 3 ways that this should stick. It's got self-adhesive. I'm dabbing a little bit of this rapid fuse glue. And then I am dabbing a little bit of hot glue. So it should go. Making sure I get that in the middle of his head. Tonda and I were just talking about that. On the other one, I don't think I got it in the middle. So this is a good little craft for kids as well, if you can supervise them with the hot glue, because there is hot glue involved. If you're interested in a kit, they're in my Etsy shop, and I will, at the end, I'll drop the link once I go off this live. I'll drop the link down in the comments to my Etsy shop. And if you're local and you want one and you want to pick it up or meet me somewhere, just call me. Because that way you won't have, I can give you a coupon code. I miss my glue gun. Tonda, I don't know if you noticed this, but I don't have my glue gun that didn't have a cord. It went to glue gun heaven, I guess.
I'm sure
And it wasn't that old. But it really wasn't that old. I just had a bad time with glue guns. When I was in Florida, my one in Florida, like, whatever. I mean, that was crazy. It knocked the breaker off. I threw it across the room. Okay, so that was the first thing we did. Just added those cable mounts. One at the top of the head, one at the bottom of the head, and one at the bottom of the Easter sign. So I'm going to set that aside while it dries. And then we're going to start wrapping our sign. Hey, Robin! We're going to start wrapping our frame. So I'm just using, let me get this glue. I stuck that glue on there. I don't want to get it on my yarn. All right, I'm going to move this down just so you can see what I'm doing instead of all of me. Does that help? Did that? Well, it'll take a few seconds. Yeah. So this is loop yarn. And this comes in your kit, just enough to do. You probably have a little bit left over. But you can see how it's got those loops sticking out. So it looks really cute on the frame. And I'm going to just wrap this into a ball. When I got it out of the package it came in, I just wrapped it into a ball. So I already did that, so you all didn't have to watch me do that. Hey Dee, thank you for coming. So you want to start by wrapping your beginning on here, and then you're going to glue it. So if you have some of those little sticky things for your hands, this is the time to get them out and use them, because otherwise you may get a little bit of a burn. So you can get these, actually the Dollar Tree has some. So they're really good to protect your fingers. So if you're touching that, you don't, they come in different sizes too. So I'm going to just start this with a little bit of glue. Getting started is really the hardest part. Once you get it going, it just wraps. And you don't have to glue it every single time. You just get it started. And then...
Sorry, she's late.
That's okay. I'm glad you came. We were trying to upload a video. I had to upload a video about a bow tutorial because in my Etsy shop I have just like bow kits, and I needed to add a tutorial on YouTube to cover that bow kit. So very, very simple. And you'll get a lot of those little glue strings. Just put a little bit of glue on your frame. See, it will not stand up. Cheap thing. And then just wrap it. And then because we did it in a ball, we can just push it through the middle of that. Now, you won't have to wrap it, like I said, every single time. So I'll probably wrap it about every 3 or 4, just as I see it. And just try to get it close so you can't see that wire. And if you do see the wire, all you have to do is put a little bit of glue and pull that loop over to hide it. So, yeah, like that. No problem. I tried to get Tonda to make one of these with me, but she was not game for it. What?
I could be your glue person.
You're my glue person.
Your glue. I could be your glue.
Oh, okay. She's going to be the glue person. So Jeff sold something on Facebook Marketplace today, and he has actually wanted to sell this for weeks on Facebook Marketplace, but he doesn't know how to. Well, he says he doesn't know how to do these things, but if he wanted to, I'm sure he could do it. He just would rather me do it. So I was out in the garage talking to him, and he said, when you get time, I would really like for you to put these things on Facebook. He said, I took pictures of them weeks and weeks ago. And I said, okay, where are they? Because he's asked me several times to do it. So we sat there and did it. And he immediately, and I told him, because the last time he put something on Facebook Marketplace, he just went about it. He put it on there and then just went about his day. And he was getting message after message. He doesn't pay attention to stuff like that. But this time he did. And so, you know, you never know who's going to show up for that kind of stuff. So he got several messages, and actually, 2 people showed up to buy whatever it is he had for sale. It's car part stuff, so don't ask me what it was. Something like a tubular disc thing, brakes, I think maybe, and then some wheels and tires. And the tires still had, like, you know, like when you get tires and they have those little wiry things sticking out the sides of them, Tonda?
Yeah.
When they're brand new, those were still on those tires.
That had a lot of tread on.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of tread. So he sold those lickety-split.
Less than 2 hours.
Yeah, less than 2 hours. And both of them showed up here, like one right after the other, and the one that bought it was glad he showed up a few minutes before the other one. But the one that showed up later wasn't very happy with Joe.
Deanna said she needs to sell her soft clubs.
Don't say that. That hurts my heart. You need to play golf. That's your retirement stuff. Tonda's gonna learn. Ask her about it. Ask her. She's funny. She says, I say she's gonna learn. She's athletic, so she'll be great. So there, Deke, somebody else to play golf with.
She's not any good.
Well, I'm not any good either. But it's just fun to get out and I mean, sometimes I hit it and it doesn't go My dad will say, now, when you hit it, make sure you hit it right over here. Go this way. And I'm like, I'm lucky if it goes up in the air, Dad. I can't tell it where to go. So this takes the longest time just wrapping it around this frame. But it's so cute when it's done. And you're ready for Easter. I've got some Easter stuff over at that salon I put stuff in, and it's just selling, selling, selling. So it's time to start looking for your Easter stuff.
Yes, Shannon, do more crafts. Dee says they have a bunch of golf outfits. Some still have tags on them.
Oh my gosh, Dee. That's what Betty and I say all the time, is that we love the golf clothes. We love shopping for the golf clothes, probably more than we love playing golf. That's bad, isn't it?
I bought me another one of those little skirts from Anthony.
I know, I love those skirts. That's going to be perfect to wear to Disney.
Mm-hmm. That's the best.
Yeah, I agree. See how easy this is? You're just wrapping that around. It's looking like little fur balls, like a bunny looks like. And you can also get, I've got a couple of kits that have the lime green. I don't have those listed, or is that lime green? Is that what that color is?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have those listed, but if you would be interested in those, just send me a message. Can you get that lime green yarn there? Let's show what that looks like as well. Thank you. So this is the green color yarn that we have. That you can do it in that as well. I think I might have 2 kits of this color.
That's the only 2 colors you've seen, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't see any other colors that would really look good. This loop yard's hard to find. I look over there and it's like giving my words that I'm saying, and I think somebody's saying something, but it's my words.
Mm-hmm.
What's that called? Captions.
It's like craft supply buying. Yeah.
It's called craft supply. You're funny, Deanne. So my friend Charlotte was supposed to meet me and come on tonight, but she's not been feeling well. So just say a little prayer that she starts to feel better soon. Getting ahead of myself there. It's like going over, trying to stay in the frame. I think I'm moving up a little bit. Is that too far out? Everybody see that pretty good? So you get enough yarn to wrap this pretty much the whole thing. The only part we didn't wrap, and I didn't talk about that, I guess I should have, is this very top right here. This very top right here. Can you see it? I just started on the crossbar, and then I'll end on the crossbar. What's Snuggles crying about? I think he's mad because Tonda's not holding him. He just looked at her and started crying. Can you you all hear him crying? He is so spoiled. So see how you see that, I don't know if you all can see that, it's showing just a little bit the wire through there. So all I'm going to do is dab a little bit of glue and bring one of those loops right over there. And then voila, it looks great. I get confused which way I'm going. This way. So when you get to the round shape here, you have to just do that a little bit, pulling that loop yarn around and grabbing your frame just to cover it.
Mom is on there. She says,
Hi, Mom. I tried to call you earlier today. Busy little bee, I guess you are. So here's what we're making. We're making this cute little Easter bunny. And then after you get this all wrapped, my phone is on silent. I don't know why. Then once you get this all wrapped, if you come back and you see a little spot that you might have missed, you can always cut a piece and glue it in there. So don't worry too much about that. See my little thing, how it keeps wanting to fall forward? My glue gun, that's driving me crazy. Did anybody go to the Home and Garden Show at the Civic Center today? Jeff and I went last night. I was really surprised. It didn't have nearly the vendors that it normally has. Okay, there's about half of the frame wrapped. This is the front.
Dee said she got a cordless glue gun.
Well, Dee, I had one, and I really liked it, but I don't know, it just did not live for very long. It died. And when I went to buy this one, I couldn't find a cordless one.
She said no, she's been in her craft room all day.
I've been up here quite a lot today.
Good day for crafting.
It is. It's been a good day for crafting. I actually uploaded some videos to my YouTube channel, so if you get a chance, go look at my YouTube channel. I did that bow tutorial for the bow kits that I have for sale on Etsy. I said, this is a very simple, fun craft to do. I think Parker would probably really like it. And he probably would want to do the glue gun himself and make me a nervous wreck. But we may give that a try the next time he comes over here. I'll just make him wear these little glue fingers. I figure Mom would say something. Did you just use batteries or were you able to charge the glue gun? It's on charge. Like this part right here, like it doesn't have the cord. And then it has like a charging station that you just like push this down into. And then you get it out and use it. And you have one thing about it is you can't leave it off that charging station for, you know, really long time because it doesn't keep the glue hot. So you have to put it back on that charging station. But you know how you're doing. You just use it for a few minutes and then you go back. So it's pretty easy. The charging station's plugged in. Did that make sense? And it was the same brand. I think it was Sure Bonder. Do you remember, Tonda, what the brand was?
Mm-hmm.
I don't either, but I think it was a Sure Bonder. I think it's the same brand that I got this one.
It's perfect, Shannon.
So, like I said, I'm just going back here where I can see where the wire is showing through a little bit and just taking one of those loops and looping it right or gluing it right onto that wire. So if you make that into a ball, it is much easier to feed through your wire frame. I just go through there and pull it through and then stick some glue wherever. I think I might need a little bit of glue to keep it from moving around too much.
Spray paint thing. Wow.
Well, I guess you might, but I don't know. That's extra step. Be good if they came in white, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You start getting down here to the end and you're like worried that you're not going to have enough. But I think I have enough.
She said you might spray paint it.
Yeah, that's what Tonda said. But I think that's an extra step. You know me and extra steps. I'll do this a bunch through there and just push it up. there's tons of those loops in the back that you're not. Oh, this is the back. That was the front I was pulling from. The way you can tell your front from your back, it's got a little bit of a bevel. I guess it really probably wouldn't matter. I know it. I love these little rubber fingers. So I'm only going to this crossbar right there. So see, that moved a little bit up here. So you'll have plenty of yarn in that kit because all of them are cut the same. You can see I'm going to have plenty left over. Okay, so that's the end of it. So I'm going to glue it off right here. And that crossbar. So I'm just going to kind of look around and make sure I don't see that. Oops, there's a little bit right there. So I'm going to take my loop and just glue it onto it so you can't see the frame. So there's the bunny feet. And now all we have to do is glue the sign, or not glue, take some pipe cleaners and put the sign on. So I already glued my cable mounts on there to mount it on. I'm just going to feed my pipe cleaner through there. You can get those cable mounts at Lowe's, Amazon, anywhere like that. So I'm just putting it in there, twisting it once to get it tight. And all I'm using are these nice pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaner, pipe cleaner. See, I have somebody here to help me remember what they're called, and I remembered it. Jeff said the other night when he was watching and I couldn't remember it, he was out in the garage and he said, I almost came in the house and yelled upstairs, pipe cleaners, because he didn't know at that time how to say anything on the live. So there's your pipe cleaner sticking out. You're going to lay your sign on the frame and just pull those pipe cleaners through. And I always like to also put just a little bit of glue on the pipe cleaner wherever I put it on the sign, just to keep it extra secure. Make sure that looks like it's even. This is a really fun, simple craft. And then you have a nice bunny to put on your door, on your wall. You can use it in your interior door. You can use it in your external door. Or exterior door, I guess. So I got that on there. And these pipe cleaners are really long, so you don't have to wrap all of that around. You can take your wire cutters, not your scissors, your wire cutters. Just cut it. And then I'm just going to dab some glue right on there to keep it from moving. Got one more to pull through. Okay, Tonda, turn around and tell me if that looks even.
Mm-hmm.
Does.
Good.
Okay. Thank you. Just a little bit of glue. And guess what? We are all finished. How exciting is that? Happy Easter! Look how easy that was and fun. Quick. And like I said, this is what comes in a kit, but you can also embellish it with some things you had. If you had a bigger bow somewhere you might want to put on it, you could do that. Lots of things you could do, but this is what comes in the kit. So if you're interested in a kit and you're local, get with me before you order it so I can give you a coupon code to save on shipping. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for stopping in tonight and watching me and Tonda, or listening to Tonda. She wasn't very on camera girl, was she? And do this quick, fun Easter kit. Thank you. Thank you, Dee.